Better.
Right.
Oh. First off, I don't take anything personal in this game. It's a game. I'm playing it.
It's a game.
And I'm good. Like, so.
Like, maybe let me just start by saying, like, I've had last couple of days or whatever, just to get a little bit more rest, get a little more centered with, like, in touch with reality as much as I can being here. I've been honestly watching you and feeling for you and what you've been going through, and you're absolutely right. I did that to you. There was probably a smarter move, but I didn't know what I was doing. I honestly didn't have guidance in this. Nobody in particular said, do this. No one did that. And I was shocked because I'm older. I thought people would, like, some of these smarter, more sharper kids in here, young adults, whatever, might have been able to bend my ear, I thought, and maybe be able to help me make the right choice. And I thought what I was doing was making the right choice in the way that I saw. And I'm just going to be completely honest with you. I promise. That's all I want to be is with you. The only time I haven't been honest with you is over there with Matt. That's Scout's honor, absolute truth. Take it for what you want. You'll see that later. And which I'm so excited about.
But even if you weren't, it doesn't matter.
But I'm so excited about it that everyone would see it all later.
Yeah.
But I just looked at it for what it was. I didn't want to make anybody upset. And nobody even in the house was saying, like, a hard keep, or a hard go home. Not one person. We'd had a great couple of days. Like, this was awesome. This is the experience we all wanted and shared in, and it was so unique just to us.
Yep.
And it was special. But the only thing I had to go off of was, who did I think was somebody's possible, please don't send them home because then I've got a target on me, right?
Yep.
I had to play it smart. And what I was seeing was, you were coming into the groups and you were trying to participate. But I also saw a little bit of a distance, like a distant stare sometimes at the ground. I am now feeling that you had with that. Just so you know.
Yep.
It's a feeling of, how's this going to work for me? Do I belong here? Can I relate? Mm-hmm. It looks like they're bonding more than I can with them. That's a feeling that's come to my attention for me as of the last couple of days.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, I really felt like everyone's going to see who I am. I've got kids their age. I can relate. I can do this. And I have friends even their age, my coworkers, because I'm in real estate, and a lot of my coworkers are really young, 30 and under. And some are older, but a lot of them are like that age. And it's like, I have a good time. I go to lunch with them. I can bond with them, but I'm not living in a house with them 24 hours. In fact, I'm an empty nester now.
Yeah.
And my bond with my kids is different than the bond that you might have with somebody you're just meeting.
For sure.
So then I started trying to find in the house people that reminded me of my children. And I found it in a couple people. And then I found somebody who reminds me of my niece. And it's like, holy crap. And like, I hear the voice, I can see the look, I see the actions, and it's like, that kind of feels like home to me. So then I started feeling okay. But then the bomb gets dropped and I have to do what I have to do.
Yeah.
It's a game. There was no right or wrong, it almost feels like. And I wish maybe I could have done it differently and stuck to kind of like the idea that you had, like, you know what, we played a game together. We were the last three. Maybe don't do that.
Yeah.
And looking at it now, man, I can't change that.
No.
And then I can't change what I was seeing either. But I didn't identify with how you were feeling until now.
I get that. I'll just go back
how I
from...
was feeling.
I wanted to play the game with you in Brooklyn. Like, I thought that was a great move for the three of us. Even if we did it subtly.
Yeah.
And I thought that's kind of how you were playing it. But you also made it perfectly clear, like, in front of everybody, that, like, I'm making my decision. I'm not telling anybody what I'm doing. So that's probably why a lot of people didn't come up to you and, like, give their hard push. And my thought process was, she's asking people to, like, let her make her decision. And I guess I was wrong, because I guess if I came up to you and I was like, hey, want to strategize? Want to like figure out, like, want to break it down? Like, see what's the best for us to stay in the house? Maybe I probably wouldn't have been on the block. But I kind of was trying to obey what you wanted to do. And I'm thinking, if I stay away from her.
I didn't even know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was new to it. I
None
didn't
of us
know
do.
what I was doing.
None of us do. I still don't know what I'm doing. I still don't even know what's like. I woke up this morning and I'm like, all right, my daughter's birthday was yesterday. I'm sure she had a great time. Let's go win this fucking AI. Get off the fucking block. Let's go. Like, here we go.
Game on.
And then the day,
then
the day goes on, and you're like, all right, like, here we go. Here comes those. Here, you got to fight off those emotions again. Fight them off. And it's a natural instinct.
And I didn't want that to happen to you. but you.
And when I said, like, you did this to me, like, I probably wouldn't have had I know I wouldn't have had these feelings if I wasn't on the block. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have had that struggle because I wouldn't have had no option but, like, hey, I'm here next week. You know, and now having that in my head, that there's a potential for me to hug my kids, like, which I haven't been away from them. I know you do. I've never been away from this long. 2 days max. But
same.
With
I'm
my
in
wife.
the same boat with my husband.
Yeah.
Like he would travel a little bit back and forth to get work done to California, close our business off to come up to Utah. But I always had the kids around me.
Yeah.
And then, there's FaceTime and all of that. So I've never really completely been away from anybody for more than a few days. I can't even imagine a time. I've always had the support of the kids, the support of, my friends, the support of my husband. I get it. I do. And I feel bad because I'm watching you kind of struggle like I am. And I don't want that for you. I don't want that for you. And I saw that you had, it was almost like I did it to you twice because you had the low that I did it to you once. And you were going through it. You were going through it hard. I didn't know how, I don't know what kind of, like, if you want people to like do that with you or not, or if anything I could have even have said would have made it better. I really don't think so, because I kind of put the shoe on the other foot. Had you done that to me, would I have felt any better? Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably I don't want to talk to you right now.
Yeah.
Probably I don't want to talk to you at all. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. So I didn't, and probably my bad on that. But I also can see that you were very tight with Matt, and he's in your ear, and you're going to believe whatever he's going to sell.
Yeah.
When you look back at this whole thing and you see what he was selling you, you're going to kick yourself in the ass about it. But I'll just say that.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Anything else I say to you, you're not going to believe me. And that's okay, because I don't need to say anything. Yeah. But I just feel like I did it to you twice, because I did it to you once. You were on that low, and then he comes to you and says, Angel's going to let me put up a pawn. What does that do for you now? Now you've got all this confidence. You were happy.
Yeah.
And now then I had to sit there and that's what's going to happen, because I couldn't reveal how I was going to feel. I didn't even know how I was going to feel later that day.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was going to do. So now I've done it to you twice, and I feel bad about that.
It's the game. I could have won the HOH competition. So I did it to myself. I could have won Veto.
That was a chance thing.
I know, but I'm saying I could have won Veto, and I didn't.
Veto, yes. Yeah. Yes, definitely. And now you still have another shot to do it again.
I underestimated Lisa. I underestimated her.
I did too.
I underestimated her. And I probably
I think everyone did. I think everyone kind of did.
Yeah.
Because we don't know who anybody is until they're under the gun.
Yeah.
We don't know who anybody is until there's pressure. And then it's like, when there's pressure, then you depending on the type of pressure. For me, it was the sleep deprivation. It was the stress of the HOH. It was missing family. That's in Kenney's best interest. Yeah. Because either way, I know both you and Matt are mad at me. And I understand, because that's the game.
I'm not mad.
But it's okay.
I'm not mad.
I'm not even sitting here.
I'm not mad. Would I put you on the block if I'm the HOH next week?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, you would.
Because it's easy. You have to put 3 people up.
Yes.
I have to put 3 people up.
Exactly.
So why am I going to piss somebody else off?
I wouldn't see it any other way.
Like, you're a fool if you don't. Even if you're not my target, I have to put you up. Because if I don't, people are like,
yes. And I'm not having this conversation with you expecting any less.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clear the air with how you're feeling, and letting you know that I feel that way too.
Yep.
I feel that way yesterday. I feel that way today, of how you were probably feeling throughout everything.
No, after Thursday, you hit that reset button and you go.
I will.
You know what I mean? You go.
And I want to again also reiterate that I am very sorry for approaching you when it just felt like you lost hope and you were like giving up to somebody else in this game. And I just thought to myself, this is a very mature, smart man. He watches this game. Is he really going to hand it over to the kid who thinks he's running the whole house?
Yeah, I know what he's saying.
Come on, you watch, you know.
But I also have a lot of respect for the game, and I have a lot of respect for the game, and I've been aggravated with past house guests who have unanimously evicted people in a house that truly would have made the game better. Yeah. And they overlooked other people that were here just to get the jury, just to sell their clothesline, you know what I mean? Just to get something else after this. And we have people in here like that. Numerous people have said, I love Quinn. Quinn said, I just want to get the jury. I just want to get the jury.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not why I came here. And I'm also a realist, as I said in my speech. I wish I had known that I thought I wasn't gonna get any words. I thought it was like, usually when the person who's on the block gets it, they usually really don't. No one really says too much. But I'm a realist, and I know how the game works. And like I said, I'm one minute I'm feeling my wife calls me Sybil all the time. Like, you feel good one way, and then 5 minutes later, we're not going to go to the movies. And then, I know we're going to go to the movies. Like, I'm constantly changing my mind, and because I let my emotions and my feelings at the time dictate what I do. And I've told numerous people, I said, hey, you'll know when I'm up there. If I'm on the block and I have to give my speech, like, you'll know what the right decision I think, or the right feeling it is for me. Because I never thought I would struggle with wanting to be in the game, which I do, but I can't help but feel the guilt of campaigning for votes to stay in the house when I have such a beautiful family at home. And the chances of keeping going and maybe going through 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks and then being sent home on week 4 and then looking back and being like, wow, I missed a couple of precious moments, and I know in this game you can't think that way, but unfortunately I am.
Could maybe you take this perspective, like, even if that were the case, let's just say, my husband would say for shits and giggles, but even if that were the case, it's like the ride is still going. Why would you jump off when it's still free to ride the ride?
Yeah.
Just because it stops at the station does not mean that you'd have to get off because there's nobody else in line. Like, stay on that roller coaster and have fun. You watch this show.
I'm not saying your logic's not right. I'm not saying it's not right, but sometimes this doesn't go with logic, as you know.
I know. I'm
like
feeling
sometimes
it the
this
last
doesn't
couple
work
of
with
days.
logic. So
if you
I'm going to play it day by day.
My ass is going up.
Today I feel
no matter
good.
who it is.
I've said numerous times I'm fighting for the AI arena.
Yeah, there's games to still be played, and how much fun was that thing?
Oh yeah.
And how much fun was that arena?
Yeah.
And how much fun will the arena be when you guys play it? And then how much fun will it be for HOH? You have a chance for a lot of things here.
And if Kimo wins the AI arena, who knows? You might have the votes to get rid of Matt.
Well,
you might have him.
I also voted to put him up there.
Yeah.
So don't you think I know that too? Okay.
Yeah.
I've got 3 people that are pissed at me.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
And I'm sorry, and this is going to unfortunately happen to every single one of you who gets HOH.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not easy. And I keep going back and forth. Would I have wanted it? Would I not have wanted it? Would I wanted it? And you know what